Get in there, Lewis. What a way to do it, mate. Championship wasn't won today, mate, but it was won through a season of solid work.
Hora do feedback. Como tá a asa dianteira?
I can manage it till the end.
Tá, é com você então. Vai com tudo.
AI is giving control to you.
Nossa diferença com o carro da frente é de 1,8 segundos. A carga da bateria está alta. Vamos usar mais esse botão de ultrapassagem. Só para você saber, estamos recebendo leituras esquisitas de alguns sensores. Não acho que precise se preocupar. Devem ser só alguns dados bichados. Então, continue o que está fazendo. Eu te aviso se percebemos algum problema de verdade. volta, vamos, é a última. Beleza, infelizmente.
AI is now taking control. AI is giving control now to taking you. Control.
Hora do feedback. Como tá a asa dianteira?
I can manage it till the end.
Tá, é com você então. Vai com tudo.
AI is giving control to you.
Sua vantagem sobre o companheiro de equipe é de 31,0 segundos. última volta, é a última. Força, vamos!
AI is now taking control.
É o fim da corrida. Nos vemos no parque fechado.
Então, com o fim da temporada se aproximando, a impressão que fica é que a Conner Sport está perdendo a vantagem.
A equipe não está acumulando pontos suficientes todo fim de semana, né, David? E está perdendo a Red Bull de vista.
E agora estão com a Ferrari na cola. Será que ainda dá tempo de dar uma guinada? Do jeito que tá, não sei não. A equipe da Red Bull fez um trabalho fenomenal recentemente. É claro, ver que a equipe trabalhou duro, devem se orgulhar da vitória que garantiram hoje.
Callie, clearly some front wing damage there at the end of the race. You decided...
Yeah, look, in a situation like that, I'm going to go for the option with the highest potential gain. There may have been a time where Connor Sport were happy to even finish in the points, but that time is well behind us now. We're in a title fight, and you just can't beat Red Bull by playing it safe. Staying out there, it might have looked like a risk, but really it wasn't. It was the right call.
Well, clearly you lost some ground to Red Bull today. Just a few races left in the season. How concerned are you?
It's not what we're hoping for, but we've still got time left to close the gap. And we've all seen how much ground Connor Sport can close on Red Bull when it counts. Today wasn't ideal, but Connor Sport will continue to fight for the title.
You seem to have lost some momentum, certainly that we saw earlier in the season. What do you put that down to?
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy to take some responsibility here. I've had a few tough races. I've not been happy with my results, and I know I need to be delivering more for the team. I'll keep working hard, and I won't let up until I'm happy with my performance again.
Thank you so much for your time.
Could you take a look at this, please?
Hey, Cow.
Hey, I just wanted to grab you for a moment to say thanks.
Yeah?
For the support, the therapy. It's actually helping, despite me trying to sabotage it.
I'm glad you feel that way. You're not on your own.
I know, thanks. Anyway, right now I wish I was on my own because apparently I'm about to do some TV interviews or something. I'll see you at the debrief. Bye. Bye-bye.
Devon?
Yeah, that was unacceptable. We're the laughing stock of the paddock. I'm on my way up.
Oh, that's good, because we need to talk. Why are you going over my head to make a deal with Harmonia? Listen, they're the laughing stock.
Your office, 5 minutes.
It was time to pick, Cass. Why didn't we get that wing replaced?
It was marginal. We asked Kelly how the car felt, and she wanted to push.
She's becoming a liability.
Now she's driving well.
No, you need to keep an eye on her.
I do?
These are your drivers, Casper. You need to keep them in check. That includes Callie. If she's not behaving herself, that's your responsibility, mate.
I know.
Because I'm telling you now, there is something wrong with her.
Are you okay?
She's not right in the head. Why can't anyone else see it?
She's coping. So?
She should be sad. Why isn't she sad?
It's complicated for her.
Oh, and it's not for me.
I didn't mean it like that.
So what did you mean then, Casper? How is it different for her? Huh?
It's none of my business.
Oh, poor Callie. But Devon's all right. Devon will be fine, no problems. Is that it?
Oh, come on, Devon.
Yeah, and only the wise Casper Ackerman can possibly understand her grief. Huh? No, tell me. Yeah? Enlighten me, Casper. How is it different for her? I mean, she's your favorite after all, right?
That's not what this is about, is it?
No. How is it different for her? How is the death of my
let it
father
go.
different for her?
Because your father had 2 kids, and he only raised 1. Sorry, I shouldn't have said that.
You know what, Casper? I think Connor Sport needs a change of direction.
It wasn't my place.
Yeah. No, I'm not convinced you're making optimal decisions. Title slipped away.
Come on, Devon.
I've been thinking about it for a while, actually.
No, let's just talk about this.
Your services at Connor Sport are no longer required, mate. I hereby terminate your contract.
Are you for real?
With immediate effect. Ciao, Casper. Close the door on the way out.
Where is he now?
I don't know, he's just gone.
Call him. Get him to come back.
Oh, hang on, wait. Where are you going?
I'm gonna talk some sense into that idiot brother of mine. We are not doing this without Casper.
Callie talked to him, and Aiden too. They tried to get him to change his mind. They were angry. But, well, I was angry.
Did you try to change his mind?
No, Devon and I didn't talk again for a while.
And then what happened?
That was that. I went home.
Were you worried about the team's performance without Casper?
No. I had a plan.
What plan?
Getting a new team principal. Or an old one.
So, why did you take the position as team principal at Connorsport, having stepped down from the role only 2 seasons prior?
You have kids?
Yes.
Okay, so one of them calls you and says, I need you. You're there, right? Any parent would be. Connorsport was my child, my baby. I made that team. I would do anything for them. But I made it clear to Devon that I would only accept that job on a temporary basis.
Ok. O Aiden teve que abandonar essa corrida.
So it's just me then.
Sim, é com você, Kali. Vamos lá.
AI is giving control to you.
Certo. A diferença à frente é de 1,7 segundos. A diferença com o carro da frente é de 4,4 segundos. Ok, boxes. Entendido. Boxes.
Oh, we can't catch a break.
Furo no seu
AI is
pneu
now
dianteiro
taking
direito.
control.
Furo no pneu dianteiro direito.
AI is giving control to you.
I've got a puncture.
Ok, boxes. Entendido. Boxes.
Oh, we can't catch a break.
AI is now taking control. AI is giving control to you.
Vai, agora!
AI is now taking control. AI is giving control to you.
Use mais o botão de ultrapassagem. Hora de gastar parte dessa energia. Certo, você está entre os 10 melhores. Isso aí, ótima ultrapassagem. Distância para o carro da frente, 1,5 segundos. Última volta, vai que é sua. A diferença entre você e o carro de trás está aumentando bastante a cada volta. Bom trabalho.
AI is now taking control.
Woohoo! Get it! Yes!
Sob qualquer ponto de vista, Ant, hoje a Conner Sport teve um péssimo resultado.
A equipe com certeza esperava um fim de semana melhor. Primeiro, um dos carros precisa abandonar a corrida. Depois, o outro perde pontos preciosos por causa de um pneu furado.
E acho que essa é a pá de cal na disputa pelo campeonato. Agora a Red Bull está confortável no topo. E a Ferrari toma o segundo lugar da Conner Sport. Olhando para o pó.
Hey, we need your input on this one.
Devon.
I am getting it in the neck for this. Because I'm the guy that sacked the great Casper Ackerman.
And that means you're the same guy who can bring him back.
He's not going to come back now, is he? Anyway, we got you now.
I'm here temporarily, Devon. I can help Connosport in other ways.
Well, if you want to help, you can tell me what happened out there with that puncture.
Debris.
What about Ferrari? You know, it was bad enough losing ground to Red Bull, but now we're third. Car's gone backwards.
We had a great car at the start of the season, and
by the end, other cars were better. Look, quick isn't quick enough. We have to develop faster.
Yeah, well, I'm working on it, okay? And you know who had a great relationship with engineering?
Oh, let me guess. Was it Casper? You know, if we talk about him enough, he might just appear. I'm gonna go. I've got to talk to the press. They're circling. Ciao.
Hey, boss. Got another one for you.
Once again, it's Max Verstappen, champion of the world. Red Bull, brilliant celebrations for...
You know, I'd sacrificed so much for Formula One. I wouldn't have played it any other way, but Lily was growing up fast. And I'd already retired once. And I did a bit of mentoring for Callie just to keep myself busy. And, well, before I knew it, I was team principal at Connosport. And it just took over my life again. I think with F1, I was an addict.
Dad, you ready?
And I was missing more birthdays, school plays, stupid stuff. Really important stuff. So, yeah, I think Devon did me a favor. For once, I felt I was exactly where I needed to be. And I wasn't going anywhere.
Hey, boss, got a couple of minutes?
Hey, Aiden, thanks for calling. Just wanted to touch base. Obviously, first race of the season. I'll be frank. We expect to start a little on the back foot.
Right.
But we have a small upgrade package coming soon. And then a major upgrade package coming by Barcelona. A track where we'll really benefit from it. I'm sorry it's not more and sooner, but we are where we are.
Look, it's not ideal, but I trust you. It's taken years to get to this point, so I'm not gonna have a tantrum now. Let's just keep pushing, yeah?
Absolutely. We will push. Go well out there.
Cheers. See you later.
Could you take a look at this, please?
Been a terrific day here in Melbourne so far. Loving the action, but I would say not loving the lack of surprises.
A bit predictable, yeah, you're right, Crofty, with Red Bull. They've hit the ground running here in Melbourne. The car looks like a dream to drive. The one thing that surprised me, though, this weekend is that Connor Sport haven't really been there. In qualifying, they weren't there, and in the race today as well.
You're not wrong, Ant, but look, Jackson's just made a late stop here, so maybe he can salvage something.
Ok, vamos ver se você consegue alcançar. Rápido! Understood.
AI is giving control to you.
A carga da bateria está alta. Vamos usar mais esse botão de ultrapassagem. bom trabalho. Foi a volta mais rápida da corrida até agora. Maravilha de manobra. O ritmo tá forte, mas esses pneus precisam durar até o fim. A diferença de tempo para sua companheira é de 9,0 segundos. Essa é sua última volta da corrida. Você está com 3 segundos de diferença do carro à frente.
AI is now taking control.
Certo. Aproveite a borracha e traga o carro para casa.
Tough one, that. But, good points. Good job.
Bom, aí está a corrida de abertura da temporada. Um recomeço para todo mundo aqui em Melbourne. Mas será que é? Que vitória fantástica!
the board won't do anything extreme.
Yeah, I'm not so sure.
Let me draft something for you, Devon. Leave it with me.
Right, I just want a couple of minutes of your time, then I'll hand you over to Andreo. We have the resources this season. We've got a great team, and we've got my expertise to guide us. I don't know how else to tell you, but we have to make another title run.
Shame we don't have the guy who led us in the title race last season.
Let it go, Cal. Casper doesn't want to come back.
I'm not surprised.
They were at each other constantly. They never really reconciled over Davidoff. Callie was still angry about Casper. Yeah, it was rough.
Okay, so it'll be a two-stop.
Yeah, you can tell Mike you absolutely can play over the dog leg on the third because I've done it, mate. Yeah. Ciao, mate. You saying?
The data suggests we are looking at a two-stop race. We think Red Bull will do the same, so we are relying on your performance, okay?
Why not go for a one-stop?
Devon, the data says...
Yeah. Listen, you don't beat Red Bull by copying them. Go for a one-stop with a long second stint. I've spoken to the strategist. Trust me, it's going to work.
We have a plan. We go with the data.
It's worth considering.
Seriously? Who do you want to side with, Aiden? The guy who spent weeks formulating strategy and analyzing data, or the guy who's desperately trying to do 3 different jobs at the same time?
You got something to say, Cal?
Who are you trying to be, Dev? The CEO of Butler Global? The owner of Connorsport Racing? Or the team principal?
I have to look after all of it. It's kind of my job now.
Just because Dad told you to doesn't mean you should.
What I say goes.
But you don't drive the car anymore, Dev. So I think when we're on the track, we go with Andreo's plan, the plan that's actually backed by the data. Aiden?
Yeah,
Jackson, don't you dare.
You don't win a race on a hunch, Dev.
She's got a point. Sorry.
Huh.
Okay, we'll leave it there for now. Two-stop, as discussed. Thank you, everyone. I'll be in the garage in a few minutes. Find me if you need me. I welcome your ideas. You know that. But this division is bad for the team. You should speak to me first.
You think I'm doing too much?
Yes.
Was that it?
Callie's right. Hey, Callie. I heard you were after me.
Yeah, just wanted to check in on the car. I'm buzzing to test the new upgrade.
Final checks on the car happening right now. Upgrade looks good. First of the season. And more to come in the European leg. Let us know how you find it, yes? Your feedback is vital.
Cool. Well, it's a marathon, not a sprint. Find it difficult to remember that sometimes.
Yes, you and me both. And, listen, I know there's been some chatter about strategy, but no matter what, we'll be quick. Or at least quicker. Just control what you can control.
Well, can't wait to see what I can do. Thanks for the chat. And see you in the garage.
See you there. Bye.
Hey, we need your input on this one.
ok. O safety car não ajudou muito. Vamos precisar que você conserve os pneus até o final. Por favor, Callie.
I'm losing grip out here.
Eu sei, mas não dá pra fazer muita coisa a respeito. Mantenha o foco e tenta segurar quem tá atrás de você.
I'll try.
AI is giving control to you. AI is now taking control. AI is giving control to you.
Vamos usar o botão de ultrapassagem e queimar parte dessa energia. Atenção para essa distância frente. 5,6 segundos.
AI is now taking control. AI is giving
AI is
control
now
to
taking
you. Control.
Ok. O safety car não ajudou muito. Vamos precisar que você conserve os pneus até o final. Por favor, Callie.
I'm losing grip out here.
Eu sei, mas não dá pra fazer muita coisa a respeito. Mantenha o foco e tenta segurar quem tá atrás de você.
I'll try.
AI is giving control to you.
distância do companheiro de equipe atrás de você é de 5,0 segundos. Desvantagem para o carro da frente? 8,9 segundos. Infelizmente não conseguimos o que precisávamos, mas bola pra frente e vamos nos focar no resto da corrida. O piloto da Red Bull acabou de fazer uma ultrapassagem para assumir a liderança.
AI is now taking control.
Certo, fim de corrida. Cuidado com o carro ao entrar.
Thank you everyone.
Que aula de pilotagem da... A Red...
Callie, that safety car really did throw a spanner in the works for you today. How on earth did you manage to cope so well with a change of strategy?
To be honest, I'm a bit surprised myself. It's been a while since I've had to drive with tyres like that. I knew they were wearing down and I really didn't think they'd hold up as well as they did. The plan was just to dig deep and hope for the best, and it worked out okay for us today.
And congratulations are in order. Connor Sport are now third in the Constructors. How significant is that for the team?
Yeah, I mean, it feels great, but honestly, we know it doesn't mean a huge amount this early on. We know better than anyone what it's like to have a strong start to the season and not sustain that level. Obviously, we want to be up there competing, but, you know, there's a long way to go. We just need to keep pushing and make sure we're at the right end of the table come the end of the season.
How important was this race for you personally, given such a tough start to the season?
Yeah, I mean, I've been a bit disappointed with my season so far, so it's really important for me to remind myself what I'm capable of, and I'm just glad we could get a solid result in a tricky situation.
Well, a good showing today, and that is despite the controversy about a potential deal with Harmonia. Tell me how hard it is to put that just to one side and perform on track.
Look, my job is to race, that's all I do. What happens above me, I mean, sure, I can say what I think, but ultimately, you are asking the wrong person.
Finally, away from the track, it must have been a bittersweet moment seeing the Eichenberger ad campaign released of you and your dad. How's it been putting that out?
Yeah, look, if it was up to me, I wouldn't have put it out, but it is out, so I guess it's a nice little time capsule. I've sort of made my peace with it.
That's great, thank you.
Callie.
What?
If this is going to work, you're going to have to start listening to me.
I'm the one that needs to listen.
The one stop was the right call.
It was a hunch. We got lucky.
Connor Sport can't afford to have a driver that's constantly fighting the owner.
Right, so first you fire Casper, and now it's me. Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, I'm not afraid to make changes.
Threatening my career to keep a check on me. Now, why does that feel familiar?
Don't make this about him.
Then stop acting like him.
The whole world is comparing me to the old man, and now it seems my own sister's joining the act. Great.
You inherited the Empire. The business goes to you, all to you, and yet somehow you're the victim.
You think this is easy for me?
No, I just think it's all about you.
It's about the team, Callie. Listen to me, this season must be a success.
It's your team, Dev, so whatever you want.
You know what? You're right. It is my team. I did inherit the Empire. So that means you do what I say next time.
How about you work with the team?
I own the team!
But you're not part of it. What is your official role? You keep trying to do Andrea's job. You're throwing mad ideas out there, hoping to get lucky, and then disappearing off to take phone calls every 5 minutes. You are all over the place, Dev. You are panicking. And panicking doesn't win titles.
I need to take this. Mike!
Oh, you're a joke.
Hello, mate. Yeah, no, amazing, yeah.
Andrea, listen, I know it looks bad, but that's just me and Devon, okay? Siblings argue.
Callie, I was just calling to say, great drive today.
Oh.
It was a champion's drive. You're the new tire whisperer on the grid now.
Thanks. Cheers. I mean, the upgrade made a real difference. I spent the first few races wishing I was in a Red Bull, but after today, maybe I won't be knocking on their door just yet.
My job is to give you the best car on the grid.
Let's keep pushing, yeah? There's always more time to find.
Well said. Listen, relax tonight, yes? Enjoy your evening.
You too. Bye.
It was too much. Constant fights between Devon and Callie. I took it upon myself to get them talking again, outside of official Connorsport business.
And how did that go?
Just let them adjust the camber cow, take it out next practice, see how it feels. It's no big deal.
It's not your call, Devon.
Look, if we have a good weekend, we overtake Ferrari. I'm just trying to... Oh! No. Hello, mate. All right. Yeah, I was just about to call you about that, actually. That's
Callie, all right, buddy?
Buddy?
Yeah, buddy, buds, compadre.
Looks like the Aiden bot has finally malfunctioned. Are you all right?
Just saying hello.
You're being weird, Aiden. What's going on?
You should talk to him.
Who?
Your brother?
You know what he's like. He's difficult.
Callie, it's important. Look,
I'm
you
getting
can't
a
just...
drink. Do you want a drink? Coffee? Smoothie?
Hey, boss. Got another one for you.
Aiden.
Hey, I tried talking to Callie.
No joy?
She won't even engage with it. Completely shut me off.
That's not unexpected. And Devon?
You know, I'll have to pick my moment with him.
Ugh. They're making this difficult for us. I just want to bash their heads together.
Hopefully it doesn't come to that. I'll let you know how it goes.
Okay, thanks, Aiden. I'll wait to hear. Oh, and listen. I just wanted to say to you directly, I'm sorry we can't run the upgrade on your car this weekend.
Yeah, look, I've calmed down since I first found out. Keep it in the family, you know?
It's not like that. Really, it was 50-50.
Yeah. I guess I'll do what I can for the team.
Thank you. Even without it, you'll still be quick. You can still impact this race.
All right. But next time I get the package, all right?
Deal. See you later, Aiden. Bye.
How's the weather looking?
Tá bom. A gente espera que melhore em algum momento e avisa você quando for a hora de vir.
Copy that.
AI is giving control to you.
Use mais o botão de ultrapassagem. É hora de gastar parte dessa energia. situação dos pneus está interessante, mas acho que é melhor continuarmos com o que temos agora. Trabalho. Essa é a nova volta mais rápida da corrida. Ok, os oficiais da prova agora ligaram o DRS. DRS ativo agora. O clima tá mudando. Vamos ter que mudar de estratégia. É melhor entrar nos boxes.
AI is now taking control. AI is giving control to you.
Vai!
AI is now taking control. AI is giving control to you.
Ok, para o...
AI is now giving control to you. AI is now taking control to you.
Dompeixoto a bombar.
É que provavelmente está na hora do pneu slick. Vamos escorregar bastante, mas provavelmente vai ser mais rápido. A diferença de tempo para o carro da frente é de 11,8 segundos. Bandeira verde.
Go, go, go.
No box, por favor. Precisamos colocar pneus novos e mudar a estratégia. Nossa diferença com o carro da frente é de 2,9 segundos. Para o box. Vamos ajustar a estratégia. Entre nessa volta. Box, por favor. Precisamos colocar pneus novos e mudar a estratégia. Sai agora! boa manobra. Ótimo trabalho. Foi a volta mais rápida da corrida. Continue assim. Bom, não foi dessa vez. Mas não esquenta. Ainda está longe de acabar. Foco na corrida. É o fim da corrida. Nos vemos no parque fechado.
Oh, we can't catch a break.
Uma ótima apresentação da Comer Sport no encharcado circuito de Barcelona. A Ferrari perdeu a segunda posição na tabela do campeonato de construtores para a Conner Sport, que agora só tem a Red Bull na frente.
Já vimos do que são capazes na temporada passada, quando assumiram a liderança por um tempinho. Será que conseguem repetir a façanha? É ver pra crer.
A Ferrari ganhou de novo. Que novidade, hein? Um desempenho excelente no GP de hoje. A Ferrari, com certeza, é uma equipe.
Hey,
Aiden, what can I do for you?
Listen, I just spoke to Callie.
At least someone is.
Yeah, no, it's just that she said that she wanted to talk to you.
Really?
She just bumped into her. She said that
Jackson, mate, it's a noble effort, yeah? You can't play a butler.
I wasn't. I'm not trying to.
Yeah, did you honestly think this was gonna work? This little plan of yours? Huh?
Until he said no?
Yeah, I think so. Jackson, next time, try and make it believable, yeah?
You know the last thing that Davidoff said to me? Keep an eye on those two. He knew. He knew that the team wouldn't work if Devon and Callie weren't getting along. Plus, you can't play butler? I guess I took it personally.
Bora Bora.
Andrea?
Callie, are you free?
Yeah, just checking the latest on the weather.
I'm calling a meeting. My office in 10 minutes.
Oh, sounds urgent.
Sort of. I'll tell you when you get here.
Okay, see you in 10.
Thanks, Callie.
Kanikos.
Pens? I didn't know we did pens. Did you know we did pens? Should get one for my desk.
Nobody uses pens anymore, Dev.
Where is Andreo?
Just give him a minute.
Nope, I'm gonna head.
Oh, I'll tell him you have to take a call.
You stop. You know, this whole thing would be a lot easier if you were just a bit more understanding.
Easier for you.
What are you talking about? You have my support.
Support?
Yes, you know that.
Wow.
What?
You have never been more distracted than you are right now. There is always something more important to deal with.
Yeah, I don't know if you've noticed, but I've got quite a lot on at the moment.
Okay, so where is the support you talk about, Dev? Because I haven't seen it.
Come on, Cal, you're fine.
How would you know?
I mean, Dad's death didn't affect you like it affected me, for a start.
So it's about Dad now.
Well, I mean, you weren't sad. You didn't grieve. For all I know, you were happy about it.
If you had asked me, then you wouldn't have to guess.
If you were upset, I would have asked you.
Do you even care?
Of course I care.
Evidently not.
Cal? You okay?
Fine.
Hey. Look. I didn't know you. You should have told me. Hey. I'm sorry.
Tell me about the business.
Look. You don't know nothing.
I mean it. Why is it so difficult?
Business is in trouble, Cal. Like, serious trouble.
What kind of trouble?
Buying Connor Sport nearly bankrupted by the Global. It's on a knife edge. We can't go public.
What?
Yeah.
How come?
I don't know. It's weird. It's like the company's only as rich as people think it is. And if any of this gets out, then the whole thing falls to pieces.
And you've been keeping this all a secret?
Andrea knows. He's been helping me with the board. They could just sell up, balance the books. We're not in a strong position.
So, Dad bought Connor Sport and then left you to clean up the mess?
We are where we are. Classic Dad.
And the only way to prove Connor Sport's value is to make a run for the title. Do we have to win?
Can't argue with first place. Oh. You can tell Andrea I had to take this.
Do what you gotta do.
Mikey! How are you, bud? Yep. Yeah, I'm pretty good. Yeah, I'm good. Uh-huh. Yeah. Sounds nice.
E aí, como estão os pneus?
Good. Really good.
Coisa boa, né? Quero ver um pouco de pressão nos da frente. Por favor, manda bala.
Copy.
Algumas informações sobre o Lawson. A carga da bateria está alta. Vamos usar mais esse botão de ultrapassagem. A diferença é de 10 segundos. Dez segundos separam vocês. Algumas informações sobre o Lawson. Uma diferença de 8 segundos separa vocês. A diferença é de 7 segundos. Uma diferença de 6 segundos separa vocês. Que manobra! Até parece fácil pra você. Algumas informações sobre o Lawson. 4 segundos separam vocês. A diferença é de 4 segundos. Três segundos separam vocês.
Here comes Callie Mayer, all over the rear wing of Liam Lawson. Down the old main straight we go, towards Thompson. She's going for it, and she sends herself and Liam Lawson spinning out of the race.
Ah, dear, oh dear. Just wonder, could Lawson have done anything different there? Well, is it all on Mayo? It was a late move. Oh, I'd love to see that from a different angle.
It was aggressive from Mayer, whichever way you look at it, but there's the end result. Liam Lawson and Callie Mayer out here at Silverstone, and there's Aidan Jackson racing through.
Callie, can you just talk us through the collision with Liam? What happened?
Look, he didn't leave me much space to work with, and I think he knew what would happen when he shut me off. Liam's got to make a split-second decision when another driver makes a move on him like that, and if he'd given me a little bit more space, it would be a different story. Sadly, he put us both out of the race today.
Tough day at the office.
Well, you know, the team is bigger than one driver, and if Aidan ever spins out of a race, I hope that I'll be there to reclaim some points for Connor Sport like he did. We're still in contention thanks to him, and there's a lot of races left to make up for what happened today.
So do you think what happened today will have a wider impact on your season?
I mean, I hope to learn from it. This is only my third season in F1, so I'm still trying to learn whatever I can from every race, because that's the only way I'll improve. You've got to know when to push and when to hold back, and ultimately that's something only experience can teach you. I'll go over it all with the team and figure out exactly what happened, and we'll come back stronger next race.
Well, thank you for chatting with us. Great to have your time.
Go away. Oh, I know. Just spare me the lecture, okay?
What? I have one ready to go. I mean, it's all there for you.
I don't get it, Dev. I really don't. We're working our tails off to try and bail Dad out, and he's not even here. I really thought he knew what he was doing. Why would he risk so much?
Well, I guess he just really wanted to own Connorsport. Another toy to show off to his mates at the yacht club.
Yeah.
Anyway, I just came here to tell you you're an idiot.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, no, you know, you have to do much better next time, and this season must be a success. Throw in some veiled threats about contract renewal, that kind of thing.
Ah, right, yeah. Well, consider me thoroughly motivated.
Good. Then my work here is done. Oh. Yeah. You know that was the wrong call out there today, Kat.
Yeah, I know.
But I liked it. You took a shot. I can relate to that.
Thanks, Dev.
Runs in the family.
Could you take a look at this, please?
Aiden.
I think it worked.
How so?
I saw them after the race. They were actually okay.
Okay, how? What did you see?
They were talking like, I don't know, like normal people.
Wow.
Yeah, I think they spoke. I think it worked. You did it, Andrea.
Well, it was your idea.
Yeah, but it had to come from you. So, thanks for backing me.
For the good of the team.
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks, Andrea.
Well, the team will be a success. And you propose what exactly? A sale? How's that going to look, Mike? We've only just acquired the team.
But the projections...
Projections be damned! Read my lips. We are not selling Connorsport. As long as I'm still breathing, I will see California make a name for herself on this team. We will continue to support this team, and this team will continue to support Cali.
But David,
I have another meeting to attend. Good day, gentlemen.
You wanted to know why he risked so much. Guess now we know. You okay?
Yeah.
You know, when Dad left me the business, I didn't ask for it. I mean, I didn't want it. I just... I don't know. I felt ungrateful for feeling that way.
But it means he cared.
Yeah. In his way.
In his way. I'm gonna watch it one more time.
Yeah, sure.
The team will be a success. And you propose...
Hey, we need your input on this one. Hey, boss. Got another one for you.
Verstappen's closing in on Jackson, looking to overtake, switches to the right, has to switch to the left, Jackson moves again, but that's got to be an issue with the stewards.
They'll definitely be looking into that one, because he's moved twice there under the braking zone. It was certainly enough to block Verstappen.
And it has been noted by race control, so let's see what the stewards say.
Ok, parece que você recebeu uma punição de drive-thru. Entendido?
What? Oh, come on. Why?
Por mudar de direção durante a frenagem.
But I gave him space. Okay, fine.
Ainda temos energia de sobra. Use o botão de ultrapassagem. Ok, o carro à frente está abrindo uma vantagem de cerca de 2 segundos por volta sobre você. manobra. Até parece fácil pra você. Certo. A diferença à frente é de 3,4 segundos. Bom trabalho, foi a volta mais rápida da corrida até agora. Ah, que azar. Bela tentativa. Ótimo trabalho, muito bem. Estamos muito satisfeitos com o pódio.
Wasn't my best race, but wasn't my worst one either.
You're
que você achou da punição de drive-thru do Jackson nessa tarde?
Então, David, eu dei uma olhada e pra mim ficou bem claro. Quer dizer, ele se defendeu tarde e depois voltou ao traçado, tudo na zona de frenagem. E ele tá cansado de saber as regras.
Este é um ótimo... A Red Bull brigou...
Well, Aiden, tough day. You've received a penalty for moving under braking against Verstappen. What's your take on it?
I don't agree with the decision at all. I felt like I gave him space, you know? Like, I wasn't swerving all over the track. I just defended my position and, you know, that's what racing's about. I think they were too quick to pull the trigger on this one, to be honest.
Now, did you feel you had to defend more aggressively today because it was a Red Bull behind you?
Maybe a bit, yeah. Look, anytime Max gets past, it's potentially a big point swing between Red Bull and Connorsport, but, you know, those are points we desperately need. And especially moving into the latter stages of this season, you know, a lot of drivers like to say it doesn't matter who you're up against, but honestly, sometimes it does.
The season's not over yet, but how would you assess your performance so far this season?
Honestly, I'm not where I want to be. I think I've had too many mistakes and missed too many opportunities. So, yeah, to be honest, I've let myself down and I've let the team down at times, and I think I just need to step it up. Look, I'm not here to just bring in a few points. I want to be consistently winning races and challenging the very best in this sport. And to do that, I need to take responsibility for the results that haven't been good enough.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
So no, Aiden, we won't be appealing. The stewards were right. You know that.
I gave him space.
Okay, nothing more today, thank you.
Can't let this slip away, people. Red Bull are pulling ahead, Ferrari won't let up. Discipline, focus, we can still do this.
Did you talk to them?
Yeah, they're not going to invest.
Run the numbers by me. I can help it make sense to them.
Thanks, Andrew.
For the good of the team.
He's good, isn't he?
What?
I said Andrea's good. He actually likes the business side of things.
Yeah, he's great with the board.
And you're really not.
Yeah, thanks for that.
But you're good in the garage. And in the paddock. You have good instincts. People listen to you. You know how to win.
You said my ideas were mad.
Only when you're panicking.
Okay, where are you going with this?
Stop spending your life pandering to the suits.
Well, I mean, that's what I do now, yeah? I pander to the suits.
Just because Dad says so. You don't have to do this, Dad. You can change it.
Look, I appreciate the effort, but I somehow don't think it's that simple, okay?
You used to be a maverick, Dev. What happened?
The gap to first place is not insurmountable. Remember, we don't beat Red Bull by copying them. Okay, just a heads up before we get into it.
Shouldn't we wait for Andreo?
Yeah, I've been meaning to tell you.
We kept doing each other's jobs. It was ridiculous.
So Devon put you on the board of Butler Global?
It didn't happen overnight.
So Andrea would take care of things at Butler Global, deal with the board, keep me in the loop, and I would steer the ship at Connorsport. One of the best ideas I ever had.
Why was that necessary?
Well, if we were gonna compete with Red Bull, we had to take some risks. We needed a maverick.
You?
Me. Long story short, I'm principal now.
What? Wait, you knew about this?
Doesn't matter, Jackson. Listen, the most important thing, and I cannot stress this enough, trust me, and we will bring home the trophy.
Hey, boss, got a couple of minutes?
Andreo!
Looks like the word is out about our new roles.
Yep, just reading some of it now. Big story, big story.
Yeah, big story.
Listen, are you, this is what you wanted, right? And you said this was what was best for the team.
If it's good for Connorsport, it's good for all of us. That's what I said, and I stand by it. How do you want to handle the media?
Just say we'll put something out official soon.
And will we?
Probably. Look, I know I've said it before, but I just want to thank you for your support, mate. I don't know where I would be without you.
Hey, anytime, Devon.
You 1 in a million, Andrea. You know that, right? Ugh. Look, I gotta head. I'll talk to you soon, all right? Ciao.
Could you take a look at this, please?
Ok, Kali. O Aiden acabou de fazer uma parada. Eu quero que tente segurar os carros atrás de você para poder diminuir a distância para ele.
Copy, can do.
Vamos usar o botão de ultrapassagem e queimar parte dessa energia. A diferença com o carro da frente é de 9,0 segundos.
Here in Mexico, we're being treated to some brilliant defending from Callie Mayer, and she's building quite the line of traffic behind her.
Some great team driving going on here from a Connor Sport perspective, because Mayer's definitely backing this pack up, and her teammate Jackson is now catching.
And he's got the fresher tyres on, so let's see if he can make quick work of them.
Ok, colega, a Kali fez a parte dela. Preparou tudo pra você. Agora é com você. Manda ver.
Yep, got it.
Boa manobra, ótimo trabalho. Distância para o carro da frente? 2,3 segundos. Essa é sua última volta da corrida. Bom trabalho. Primeiro lugar. Corrida ganha. Mandou bem.
Yeah! Come on!
Olha, hoje a Kari Meyer pilotou para a equipe e colocou o Aiden Jackson em uma excelente posição de chegada aqui no México.
Isso com certeza ajudou. A equipe se beneficia por completo.
A Conner Sport está no topo novamente depois de um fim de semana excelente.
Hi, Devon.
Jackson, good job today, mate.
Yeah, thanks. The car felt good. And, you know, Callie was unreal today. She really supported me out there.
Yeah, you drove the wheels off it, son. Look, I just wanted to let you know we're going full steam ahead on upgrades for Vegas. We're going to go all out for the title.
That's great. We can do this.
Want to add to your F2 trophy, maybe?
Yeah, it's been a journey. Even, you know, a few years ago when we were just crashing into each other every weekend. Look at where we are now.
Time flies, mate. It's, been a ride.
Anything else?
Yeah, just, look, you know how much I enjoy messing with your head, but, I just want to say thank you for being patient. Waiting for upgrades, you know, I know what it's like.
That means a lot. Cheers. Anyway, I didn't even need that upgrade package. Callie's the one who needed it more.
Ooh, you should really watch that ego, Jackson. You know, me personally, I've always preached humility.
Right, sure thing.
We're having a gathering later to celebrate the result. See you there, yeah?
How are we looking?
A gente está indo bem, Kali. Agora é começar a pressionar. Vai pra cima da Red Bull, entendido?
Leave it to me.
O carro à frente veio colocar médios. Carro à frente com pneus médios. Maravilha de manobra. Bom trabalho. Essa é a nova volta mais rápida da corrida. Excelente. Você faz até parecer fácil. Agora vamos aproveitar o embalo e seguir assim até o fim da corrida. Foi a volta mais rápida da corrida. Continue assim. Você está virando 1 segundo mais rápido que o carro à frente. Mantenha o ritmo. Sua vantagem sobre o companheiro... última volta, vamos, é a última. Muito bom, uma posição à frente.
Bom, a Conner Sport vai estar em êxtase depois disso. A equipe superou a pontuação da Red Bull hoje, em um momento crucial da temporada.
Olha, eu confesso que não achei que a Conner Sport conseguiria competir nesse nível. Mas a equipe está complicando muito a vida da Red Bull.
Faltando só 2 corridas no calendário, a disputa não poderia estar mais acirrada. Depois de um desempenho excelente no Grande Prêmio, eu tenho certeza de que vai ter muita festa na Conner Sport. O pessoal da equipe merece.
Callie, a huge result today. You gained ground on both Red Bull drivers. So how does it feel to have taken such a crucial step in the title race?
Yeah, feels amazing. Red Bull are the benchmark in this sport. Everyone knows that. So to come out on top today, especially at this stage of the season, is a massive achievement. We've worked really hard to get here, and this result keeps us in contention, which is all we could ask for.
It's been a turbulent 12 months for Connor Sport. Casper Ackerman and Andre O'Connor both putting in stints as team principal. Now it's your brother, Devon Butler. How much is he bringing to the championship at this late stage?
Yeah, we've been working through some tough times together over the years, but we've worked through it now. And I can honestly say it's been really great to have him in charge these last few races. Feels really good to finally work together towards a goal that we can both passionately believe in.
And you and Aidan so close in the standings. So come on, has it put any strain on your relationship? Has it changed the atmosphere at Connor Sport in any way?
Not at all. On the one hand, there's working together as teammates, and on the other, there's the competition on the track. And thankfully, we've been able to keep those two things separate. I know some drivers can struggle with that, but for us, it really hasn't been an issue. And I actually think that's been really healthy for the whole team.
Okay, but one last question. It's the big one. Can Connor Sport win the title?
Absolutely, we can.
Thank you so much for your time.
Dev?
Cal, I just saw your interview, and... Just, thanks, I guess, you know. And I agree, it is nice to work together for a change.
Yeah, well, beats the arguments any day.
Yeah. Anyway, have you seen the news?
What news?
The Butler Global trouble's gone public. Story just came out during the race.
What? I thought you said that couldn't happen.
Yeah, these things have a way of, getting out.
How are you handling it? What's going on?
Me and Andreo have it under control. It's okay. Now, I'm just gonna have to try and no-comment my way through the paddock for the rest of the day.
And what happens now? I mean, what does this mean?
You know what it means, Cal. Remember?
No one can argue with first place.
Exactly. See you at the debrief.
On my way.
Is it true Callie and Aidan bought your ticket to Abu Dhabi?
Yeah, they really wanted me to be there. I mean, how could I refuse?
Casper, heard you were around.
Sorry, I know I'm not supposed to be here.
Hey, can I run something by you? Here, get over here. Take a look at these numbers. Team order.
Team order, hmm?
Yeah.
Okay, what am I looking at?
Bit of a gamble.
Well, you're not going to beat Red Bull by copying them.
Thank you, Casper.
Yeah. Could work.
Listen, Casper,
You don't have to apologize.
I wasn't thinking straight, you know?
I know.
I was under a lot of pressure. Business, Butler Global, Dad, Callie, I didn't know what to do. It felt like I was getting everything wrong. Yeah.
It hasn't been easy for you. It's okay.
Can't do this now. Got a championship to win.
That you do?
Right. Team meeting, 6 minutes. I want you there.
No.
Yeah. Be good for the drivers. 6 minutes, team order.
Could you take a look at this, please?
Hi, Mum.
Hi, Devon. How are you doing?
Yeah, not bad, thanks. How are you?
I'm okay, thanks, yeah. Oh, I was calling... Well, I thought I'd say good luck. Don't know you don't believe in luck.
Thanks.
And, yeah, well, I'll let you go.
Mum, it's, nice to hear from you. Everything's been a bit weird lately, you know?
I think it will be for a while, you know? It's good to hear your voice. I'm always here for you, Devon, always.
Thanks. That's really nice. I'm pretty busy, you know, but, you can call me again sometime, if you'd like.
Okay, I will. I'll hold you to that. I just wanted to say I'm so proud of you. And, yeah, have a good race. Look after Callie for me.
Yes, she'll be okay. Bye, Mum.